Good evening and welcome to Rebels Radio latest interview with John Underwood ahead of this Saturday's trip to Daventry. Good evening, John, how are you?
Very well, thanks.
You've had time to reflect on Saturday, what do you make of it?
It was a big win for us, really important win. Obviously we had a disappointing game on the Tuesday against Egham. We'd won 6 on the bounce before then, and the important thing is you don't let any kind of a rot set in and you get back to winning ways. So the result was all important Saturday. The performance less so. Although considering a number of things we had against us Saturday, we were pleased with the performance. It wasn't a classic, but we were pleased with the performance. Clean sheet, and we deserved to win the game. We created more chances, and we felt we deserved to win the game, and we did. So delighted, really. And
Dan Simtim came in, gave man of the match performance, and seemed to do very well in the place of Fowza. Will he be around?
Yeah. We've spoken again with Jim Cooper, Met Police. He's been really good over this, and we've got him again with us Saturday. I think if we need him, I think he could potentially be there for the season for us. Jim's been he's been very accommodating. They've got 3 other centre halves at Met Police, and I think they're in a position where they're not going up and not going down. So I think we get on well with him. He recognises that we need somebody, and hopefully we'll have Dan. Obviously with the news, which I'm sure we'll talk about, of Adam Fowza, it's important to have a third centre half in. So
leading on to Fowza, what is the update from him? I understand he had a scan today, and there seemed to be an awful lot of media out there today, especially on Twitter, wishing him well. But what's the latest position? Yeah,
it's bad news. Unfortunately, he's torn his cruciate ligament, which requires an operation. Luckily, he's got private healthcare, and he hopefully get that in the next 3 weeks or so. But we're talking about October, November before he's back. So massive blow for us, but everyone's just gutted for him. Really, he's such a good lad. He's our captain. He's a leader, and all the lads think the world of him. And I think he came down to training tonight, and it was quite sad to see. Really, he's obviously very down, but the boys all rallied round him and are giving him a lot of support. And it's tough. He wants to be out there on the pitch, and he hates missing games. And he will be a big loss for us. We need to make sure that everybody else steps up so that loss doesn't show on the pitch.
And aside from the footballing side to Fowza, obviously he's got a personal side, as all the boys do at this level, and an injury on the pitch can affect his livelihood, and I think that's the case with Fowza, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. He's a plumber. His work involves kind of a lot of being down on your knees and bending down, and he won't be able to work after the op. I think he's got to have 3 weeks at home. So he will lose income. So we're already talking through a few ideas, and we'll do some fundraising for him so that we try and cover as much of that loss as possible. We'll keep paying him on the football side till the end of the season, obviously, and we'll do everything we can to support him, as we always would for one of our players.
So if anyone out there's listening has got any great ideas or any fundraising ideas or anything they can throw in our direction to help, please do.
Absolutely.
You and Bakes have both been through injuries in your careers as centre-backs and various different positions. What have you been able to add for him? How have you been able to counsel him and support him?
There's not. It's pretty raw for him. He's only found out today. I think the thing was he was starting to feel quite good with his knee in the last couple of days, and I think he was expecting a positive scan and not the news that he got. So I think it comes as a bit of a shock to him today. So there's not a lot you can say short term. To be fair, he's a strong character, and I know he took it tough this morning when he got the news, but already he's talking now, and he's going to work as hard as anyone will to get fit, and he wants to come back. If the window, for example, is 7 to 9 months for a cruciate, he'll be back in 7. He'll be at the quickest that anyone can be back. He'll be back because he'll work every day to get fit. So he's that kind of lad, and that's a real advantage for him, that he'll put that effort in, and hopefully we'll see him as early as we can next season.
Well, we'll wish him all the best in his recovery, and I'm sure we'll update him from time to time on his progress and the op. Talking about the rest of the squad, what injuries do we have? Jake, Guy, Ben Ed, what's the situation?
We're not too bad. Guy trained again tonight. Guy is about ready to go, to be honest. So it's just a decision in a big game like this whether we were to throw him back in. Obviously, we've got Dan Simtim, so we've got good options there. It may be that we hold him back another week, but he's fit. He trained well tonight. I think he's going to be fine. And Jake trained tonight as well. So that one was obviously a concern last Saturday. He came off early in the game, but he's okay too. So we're not bad at all. It's just Ben Edwards, and I think Ben will look to get back into training next week, so Ben's not too far off. So, yeah, apart from the big one with Fowza, we're not in bad shape at all.
Good. And so what actions are you taking at the moment to improve and enhance the squad? I know you and Neil have been talking a lot about going around looking at some other players, putting a couple of 7-day approaches in. Where's the squad and what squad news do you have?
Yeah, we put 3 approaches in. Obviously, Lee Rumbold, his last game is a week on Saturday against Leighton, and then he goes back to the US, so we don't have him. Obviously, Adam Fowza's out for the season, and Darren Wheeler left. We obviously released him at the weekend, so we need to get some bodies in. We put some approaches in. Obviously, we can't talk to those lads until after this weekend, so we don't know. Obviously, you have to wait till you can speak to them. We'll find out when we speak to them whether they're interested or not. We've announced obviously this week the signing of Steve Duff. That was one we were able to get done quickly, so he'll be in the squad on Saturday, which we're really pleased with. He's a player that we've liked for some time. We've tried to get him in the summer. He then went to work abroad in Egypt, and he's only just come back literally last week, so the timing was quite good with him in terms of getting someone in quickly to replace Darren Wheeler. He won't be fully match fit, but he's trained twice this week. He's trained well. He'll be on the bench Saturday, but we'll have no hesitation throwing him on. I think he'll give us something different. So we're just trying to get him as fit as we can, as quick as we can.
Brilliant. And how do you go about integrating some of the new characters and new blood into the squad? Because obviously there's a core group of players. As you say, the lads get on very well, and it's all about the attitude and the teammates and the bonding in the changing room. How do you bring the new guys into that?
Well, our lads are very good. They welcome new players in. I think you find when players come in that they don't know, there's 2 things. If they're a good player and if they're a good lad, they'll accept them into the group. It's as simple as that. If someone comes in with an attitude or is arrogant, then the lads won't like them. If they come in and they're not up to standard, obviously they won't say it, but they obviously don't have that same belief in that player. But we'd like to think when we bring players in, we look for both of those things. We don't sign someone that we don't know a lot about. We know Steve Duff's a good character, and he's already getting on well. He knew a few of the lads. He's getting on very well with them. He's trained well twice this week, and new players come in and they freshen the place up a bit. And he's come in, and I say tonight he trained ever so well, and the players see what a good player he is, and that gives them confidence that we've brought another good player in. We did it at Christmas with Ryan Parsons, Lee Rumbold. These lads came in brand new to the group. They knew a couple, each of them, but they kind of prove themselves to the lads in that way. And we've got no hesitation that will be the same with Duff, and hopefully with anyone else we bring in.
And how's the training been at the training ground Tuesday, Thursday this week ahead of what is a big game on Saturday? It's
been good. We've trained. We did a hard kind of hour and a quarter on Tuesday on the Polish club training ground, which was a little bit. The surface wasn't the greatest, where we've had obviously the weather's affected it, but the lads worked very hard. We did a bit of quite a hard work session on Tuesday. Tonight we're on a 3G, which is a great surface, and I'd say the lads trained tonight as well as they've done all season. They were absolutely flying. The quality was really good. The work rate was really good. We did about another hour and a quarter, but no, they trained with a smile on their face. They always train well. And we feel we can't wait for Saturday now. It's a big game, and we're in good shape and in good spirits.
Yeah, and there's been some interesting results this midweek. Obviously, Northwood, Royston and Barton all drew points drawing, as well as Rugby. Sycob also drew. Daventry and Kettering both won on Tuesday, but obviously there had to be a loser today, and that was Daventry losing 3-0 at home, so losing their unbeaten record. Is this a good time to go and face them?
I don't know. I think, to be honest, whatever happened tonight, Saturday's going to be a tough game, and we think Daventry will win the league. Obviously, we weren't expecting that result tonight. I didn't think they'd get beat at home, or certainly not by that scoreline. Obviously, we don't know anything about the game, but our belief with the games they've got in hand and the quality they've got there that they'll win it. Obviously, if we were to go and beat them Saturday, that would be 2 defeats in a row, and that might knock them a little bit. Who knows? I mean, we keep kind of saying it. We can't really affect anything outside of what we do. That might have given them a bit of a knock tonight. I think the most important thing that may play in our favour is they've played Tuesday and Thursday, and that's difficult. They've got a decent sized squad, but you can only make so many changes, and that would have been a tough game for them tonight, as would Tuesday. And I know the odd time one of our sides has had to do a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. It's difficult. You'll feel heavy-legged come Saturday. So that may play in our favour. We need to make sure it does play in our favour. We are perhaps a little bit fresher, but it's going to be a really tough game. I mean, before tonight they had an unbelievable record at home, and I'm sure they'll want to bounce back on Saturday and put that right. So in a way, tonight's result was irrelevant to what happened Saturday. It's going to be a very close game.
What's going to be a good result on Saturday from you?
We're going there to win. We're not. We said to the lads the other week, we're not going to at any point play for a draw. If we're drawing a game, we'll make changes if we need to go more attacking and try and win the game. We need wins and not draws, whether you're playing Daventry or a team in the bottom three. So no, we'll go there looking to win the game. Obviously, that's not being arrogant. That's just our aim is to win the game. We know, we're quite aware how tough it will be. If we drew, it wouldn't be a terrible result, but we keep talking about not losing lives, which for us is, when we don't win a game, it's losing a life at the minute, and we'd rather not lose one Saturday. So it won't be the end of our season if we lose, but if we can win, it will be a massive boost for us. With another 9 games to go, I think it will put us in a strong position.
And I guess it's what football's all about, and what must get you bakes, the whole changing room going, is a little bit of pressure. It's intensifying towards the end of the season, and you've got a massive game ahead of you Saturday. Get on the bus, get all the boys together.
Yeah, we really enjoy the away trips. We probably have half a dozen trips on a coach, and it's great when you're not having to do it every week. You look forward to it. We haven't had one for a little while, so it's nice. The boys get on the coach and they get the music on, and they have a bit of a laugh and a joke, and it's a good day out. And obviously it's even better on the way home if you can get a win. We've got a decent record in big games away from home. We won 5-1 at Kettering, we won 4-0 at Rugby, we won 1-0 at Royston. All away days on the coach. So we've had some good experience this season. So we're hoping we can do that again.
But you're going to have to be taking it a little bit easier on Saturday. If you do get the victory, if you do get the 3 points, you're going to have to temper it slightly with what's coming up for you on Sunday morning. Yeah,
I'm doing a half marathon, the Fleet half marathon on Sunday. So it will be a big bottle of water for me on the way back. Win, lose or draw, unfortunately. But
I'm sure it'll be very sweet water, though, John.
Yeah, I'll enjoy. I'll fancy a beer. I always fancy a beer on a Saturday night, but I'll be sensible. I need to be sensible on Saturday. But all that matters for me over the weekend is getting that win.
Well, brilliant. Thank you ever so much for your time. I think it's set everyone up nicely for that. Good luck both on Saturday and Sunday, and hopefully when we talk to you next week, Slough will have got another 3 points.
Let's hope so. Cheers, John.
Cheers, thanks.